Hello, my name is Ricardo. I'm going to be telling you what we did after, well, basically the third half of the lesson. So in the third half of the lesson, we had our new teacher, Joseph. I think I pronounced it right. If I haven't, I'm so sorry. But we basically just, got to know each other. So the first thing what we did was we go in a circle. We played like a little name game. We're like, hi, my name. So first we had a little ball. You threw the ball and you say your name and what you something interesting about you. So that was pretty fun. And then we did like a little exercise where we had to basically in the space. So we had three things we had to remember. So number one, we um we just said our names. Like we just said our names. So it'll be like this person, that person, then my name, and then it'll just keep going and etc. etc. So we did that, and then we added. So that was number one, the name. Number two, no, that's the name order. Number two was the ball order. So what we did was we threw the ball to someone, and it went in like a certain order basically. So we threw the ball while saying so we did the ball game and we did the name game at the same time. It's very confusing the way I'm saying it right now, but what I'm trying to get from it is like while we're throwing the ball in the order that we did it in, we also said our names in the order we did it in previously. So it was like a multitask thing. I remember we did something like that with Jamie, and that was a very, very intense game. I think the key is like as long as you're like focused and there's like no distractions, then you're sorted really. What I like to do is I like to watch the ball fly across because like I like to keep that in mind basically, so I don't like I basically eyes on the ball more or less. And the third one was the walking one. So basically we walk up to someone, tap them, and they'll go to the next person, tap them, and we'll walk up to the other person, tap them. It was like another certain order we did. So we did that, and that was good. I find it pretty easy, honestly. It did get confused with other people because I know they kept walking into each other, but then again, they started talking midway through, which is I find a distraction. Like I can't even do that. I need absolute silence and focus. But I managed to do fine and perfectly fine. So we did that whilst throwing the ball, saying our names. It was chaotic, but we got there at the end. Afterwards, we played another ball game where we throw the ball and we hit the ball at the palm of our hands, and that was a that exercise required teamwork, concentration, focus, and yeah, more or less. We did give each other some tips of saying stop throwing hitting the ball like that. Like you got to hit it here so it goes up. You're not trying to hit it down because we won't be able to get it. And we did that. Then we go into groups. Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get it right. We he split us into groups. So there was four of us, four people over there, and four people over there. So he wants us to basically create a Nescott trailer, like how like just stuff, Nescott stuff more or less. So me and my friends, we decided to. We said, how about we show the audience highlights of our drama course. So I pretend to be a dad. I was setting my kids to, well, two of my partners to level 4 more or less. So I did. I was like, make sure you have a good time. I'll send you the video, but I was like, make sure you have a good time, blah blah blah, and go and yeah. And afterwards, we decided to basically recreate exercises we do with Ryan, and I was like basically did like a warm up that we normally do where we go like this, where we go like this. I did that, and they had to copy me, and then we started recreating the Crucible scene and the Orpheus Descender scene. We just said famous lines that we know, and we said in our performance, and we did that. I chose the music from Feeling Like Still, I believe that's what it's called, and yeah, it was. It did feel a little bit rushed, and there were some people that weren't concentrating 100%, but it's a Monday, and I know that's not really a good excuse, but like people just you can't win with them. We can't win with my class more or less, but we tried. But yeah, all in all, I think the main thing what our class used to needs is basically just to calm down sometimes and to actually focus a little bit more. Other than that, I think we're good. One thing I forgot to mention, we played a very hype intense, well not intense, but like a very energetic game where we go in a circle and we said zip, sang, boing, all that sort of games. We played that. Yeah, the key thing of that exercise was to be very energetic. If you didn't have it, then we had to start over again. So you had to be very energetic sometimes, but only in that exercise. Anything else, when like the teacher's talking, you gotta listen. But my class, I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. But other than that, that's about it. See you later.